We live in a world that is more connected than ever before. With the click of a button, we can communicate with someone on the other side of the globe. Social media allows us to share our lives with hundreds, even thousands of people. Yet, despite this unprecedented level of connectivity, many of us feel more isolated, more alone, and more disconnected than ever. Why is this? Why? In a world where we can reach out to anyone at any time, do so many of us struggle to form deep, meaningful relationships? C.S. Lewis, one of the greatest thinkers and writers of the 20th century, offers us profound insights into this paradox. In his book, The Four Loves, Lewis explores the nature of love and human connection, breaking it down into four distinct forms: affection, friendship, romantic love, and divine love. These four loves, when understood and embraced, can help us navigate the complexities of human relationships and find true connection in a disconnected world. Today, I invite you to join me on a journey through these four loves. Together, we'll explore what they mean, how they manifest in our lives, and how we can cultivate them to build deeper, more meaningful relationships. Along the way, we'll draw on the wisdom of C.S. Lewis's other works, including Mere Christianity, the Chronicles of Narnia, the Screwtape Letters, and Surprised by Joy, to enrich our understanding and inspire us to live more fully in love. Let's begin with affection, or storge. This is the most basic form of love, the kind that grows naturally between family members, close friends, or even between humans and their pets. It's the love that arises from familiarity, from shared experiences, and from the simple act of being together over time. Lewis describes affection as a humble love, often taken for granted because of its quiet, unassuming nature. In The Four Loves, he writes, affection is the most modest of loves. It gives itself no airs. It is the love that does not boast. Yet, despite its modesty, affection is the foundation upon which all other loves are built. It's the love that teaches us how to care for others, how to be patient, and how to find joy in the ordinary moments of life. The challenges of affection in a disconnected world. In our fast-paced, hyper-connected world, affection is often overlooked. We're so busy chasing after the next big thing, the next promotion, the next vacation, the next social media milestone, that we forget to appreciate the people who have been with us all along. Lewis warns us about this in The Four Loves. He writes, "We take our nearest and dearest for granted. We do not value them enough. How to cultivate affection. So, how can we cultivate affection in our lives? Here are a few practical steps. 1. Be present. Put away your phone, turn off the TV, and spend quality time with your loved ones. Listen to them, laugh with them, and simply be with them. 2. Express gratitude. Take the time to say thank you for the small acts of kindness and support that often go unnoticed. 3. Create traditions. Whether it's a weekly family dinner, a monthly game night, or an annual vacation, traditions help strengthen the bonds of affection and create lasting memories. A lesson from the Chronicles of Narnia. In The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, we see the power of affection in the relationship between the Pevensey siblings. Despite their differences and occasional squabbles, their love for one another is unwavering. It's this love that gives them the courage to face the challenges of Narnia and ultimately triumph over evil. Let us, like the Pevenseys, cherish the bonds of affection in our own lives. Let us remember that it's often the simplest, most ordinary moments that hold the greatest meaning. Next, we come to friendship, or Philia. This is a love between individuals who share common interests, values, or pursuits. Unlike affection, which is rooted in familiarity, friendship is born out of choice and mutual respect. Lewis describes friendship as the least biological, organic, instinctive, gregarious, and necessary of the loves. Yet, he also argues that it is one of the most profound and enriching forms of human connection. In The Four Loves, he writes, friendship is born at that moment when one person says to another, "What, you too? I thought I was the only one." The challenges of friendship in a disconnected world. In our digital age, Friendship is often reduced to a numbers game. We measure our worth by the number of followers we have on social media, the number of likes on our posts, or the number of friends in our online networks. But true friendship is not about quantity. It's about quality. Lewis warns us about the dangers of superficial friendships. In the Screw Tape Letters, he writes, "The enemy, God, wants to bring the man to a state of mind in which he could design the best cathedral in the world and know it to be the best and rejoice in the fact, without being any more or less, or otherwise glad at having done it than he would be if it had been done by another." In other words, true friendship is not about competition or comparison. It's about shared joy and mutual growth. How to cultivate friendship. So, how can we cultivate true friendship in our lives? Here are a few practical steps. 1. Seek shared interests. Join clubs, attend community events, or engage in group activities that align with your passions. 2. Be loyal. Stand by your friends in times of joy and adversity. Show up for them, even when it's inconvenient. 3. Communicate openly. Share your thoughts and listen actively. Foster trust and understanding through honest, meaningful conversations. A lesson from the Four Loves. Lewis reminds us that friendship is not just about having fun or passing the time. It's about walking together on a common path, sharing in the pursuit of truth, beauty, and goodness. In the Four Loves, he writes, "Friendship is unnecessary, like philosophy, like art, like the universe itself. It has no survival value. Rather, it is one of those things which give value to survival." Let us, then, seek out and cherish true friendships. Let us remember that these bonds, though not necessary for survival, are essential for a life well lived. Now, we turn to romantic love, or Eros. This is a love that inspires poets and artists, the passionate desire that seeks union with the beloved. Lewis describes Eros as a powerful and enchanting force, capable of bringing immense joy and fulfillment. Yet, he also warns that it must be approached with wisdom. In the Four Loves, he writes, "Eros is a mighty force, but it is not the whole of love. It is not even the whole of human love." The challenges of romantic love in a disconnected world. In our modern world, romantic love is often idealized or distorted. We're bombarded with images of perfect relationships, fairy tale romances, and instant chemistry. But real love is messier, more complicated, and more beautiful than any Hollywood portrayal. Lewis cautions us against the dangers of idolizing Eros. In the Screw Tape Letters, he writes, "The truth is that the enemy has made the pleasures of Eros so intense that they can be used to distract us from him." In other words, romantic love, when pursued as an end in itself, can become a distraction from the deeper, more enduring forms of love. How to cultivate romantic love. So, how can we cultivate healthy, fulfilling romantic love? Here are a few practical steps. 1. Prioritize communication. Discuss your desires, boundaries, and expectations openly and honestly. 2. Cultivate trust. Build a foundation of honesty, reliability, and mutual respect. 3. Balance passion with compassion. Ensure that the intensity of Eros is matched with empathy, understanding, and selflessness. A lesson from Till We Have Faces. In Till We Have Faces, Lewis explores the complexities of romantic love through the story of Oral and Psyche. Oral's love for Psyche is passionate and possessive, ultimately leading to heartbreak and loss. Through this tale, Lewis reminds us that true love is not about possession or control. It's about selflessness and sacrifice. Let us, then, approach romantic love with humility and wisdom. Let us remember that it is a gift, not a possession, and that its true beauty lies in its ability to draw us closer to one another and to God. Finally, we come to divine love, or agape. This is the highest form of love, characterized by selflessness and unconditional commitment. It's the love that seeks the well-being of others without expecting anything in return. Lewis describes agape as a divine gift, the love that God has for humanity. In Mere Christianity, He writes, God is love. Not that God is like love, but that God is love. The challenges of divine love in a disconnected world. In a world that often prioritizes self-interest and instant gratification, agape can seem counterintuitive, even impossible. Yet, it is precisely this kind of love that has the power to transform our relationships and our world. Lewis reminds us that agape is not something we can achieve on our own. In the Four Loves, he writes, we cannot practice agape by our own efforts. It is a gift from God, and we must ask for it. How to cultivate divine love. So, how can we cultivate agape in our lives? Here are a few practical steps. 1. Practice empathy. Seek to understand and share the feelings of others. 2. Serve willingly. Offer help and support without seeking recognition or reward. 3. Forgive freely. Let go of grudges and extend grace, recognizing our shared imperfections. A lesson from the Great Divorce. In The Great Divorce, Lewis paints a vivid picture of heaven and hell, showing how our choices in this life shape our eternal destiny. Through this allegory, he reminds us that agape is the key to true happiness and fulfillment. Let us, then, strive to embody agape in our daily lives. Let us remember that it is through selfless love that we find our true purpose and our deepest joy. Conclusion. A call to love fully. Ladies and gentlemen, as we come to the end of our journey through the Four Loves, let us reflect on what we've learned. C.S. Lewis's exploration of affection, friendship, romantic love, and divine love offers us a roadmap to cultivating rich, meaningful relationships. By embracing these four loves, we can navigate the complexities of human connection with grace and intentionality. Let us commit to recognizing and valuing each form of love, understanding that each has its place and significance in our lives. Actively practicing these loves, making conscious efforts to express and nurture these loves in our daily interactions. Reflecting on our relationships, assessing where we can grow and how we can deepen our connections. In doing so, we not only enrich our own lives, but also contribute to a more connected, compassionate world. Let love be the guiding force that transforms our relationships and ultimately our society. As Lewis writes in The Weight of Glory, there are no ordinary people. You have never talked to a mere mortal. Let us, then, treat one another with the love and respect that each of us deserves. Thank you